Watch a hapless Democrat rep when she failed to do her prep. Our video of the day comes to us from Texas. That's a state, Joe, where lawmakers recently passed a bipartisan bill to address the sexual abuse crisis in public schools. The legislation, filed by Republican Mitch removes immunity from public school districts and charter schools, allowing civil claims against these schools and employees for sexual misconduct or failing to report abuse. Let's watch as a Democrat politician tries to pull a gotcha on the bill's GOP author.
Mr. Little, may I ask why this bill doesn't extend to private schools that receive voucher money?
Because they're not immune from suit. In fact, I've sued some of them.
Okay, thanks.
I mean, that proves everything's bigger in Texas, including humiliation. All right. Let's just watch it again.
Yeah. Mr. Little, may I ask why this bill doesn't extend to private schools that receive voucher money?
Because they're not immune from suit. In fact, I've sued some of them.
Okay, thanks.
It just gets better. Now, the bill focuses exclusively on public schools because private schools could already be held accountable for their actions through private lawsuits. But it raises the question, why would Democrats be against suing public schools over their pervy teachers? I mean, imagine holding wrongdoers accountable for their actions. No wonder a Democrat was having trouble understanding it. I just want to know where all these teachers were when I was in school. Back then, I was even sexier than I am now. Emily, okay, why are the Democrats against this? Is it another one of those things where if Trump or Republicans is for something good, hey, we should go after perverts, they have to be against it?
Of course, and I also think just in that moment, it was just someone trying to sound really smart that just got obliterated. Then we're seeing this in a large-scale epidemic, which is, and we've seen it before, by the way. We saw it in COVID. We saw it in the past administration, which is the willing sacrifice of Americans, of their lives, of livelihood, of every component to refuse stubbornly to admit wrongdoing or to in any way signal approval for a Republican or a conservative or a Trump issue, no matter what it is. And that is why there is still child sex trafficking, and that is why there is still horrible crime rampant on the streets, and why there's such a large task that this administration has cleaning it up.
You know, Joe, I love that answer. It was like, you got me, and she kind of admitted it.
I just thought it was so funny the way she went up and got her ass handed to her like that. And I have to make it clear, I think that people who abuse children should be held accountable, and I also think they should be held underwater for a good 20 or 30 minutes until they... But it was so funny the way she went up. It seemed like they said this is a bipartisan supported bill, and it was coming to an end, and someone said, somebody's got to go up. You go up. You go up. Yeah. And she's like, she looked to me like someone who's saying, can you explain why I can't redeem this Big Mac coupon? And someone said, because you're at Taco Bell. And they go, and she just walked away. What else could she do?
I'm confused, Katie, that, like, sovereign immunity, it's a way of saying government entities are protected from lawsuits.
Yeah.
How is this possible?
There's a lot of that goes on where government sectors get protection from any kind of accountability, including lawsuits. But are we really surprised that the political party that is transing kids, keeping it from their parents, pro-child mutilation surgeries and medication, I mean, this is kind of part of their brand, but the teachers union is going to need something to do now that they can't advocate for these people. Yeah. So I suggest they look at Disneyland for opportunities for employment.
Tyrus, have you ever seen a woman like that just go?
Oh, yes, I have.
I've never.
Let me explain something to you. y'all not seeing the same thing that I'm seeing.
Yeah. She
Do
was pissed?
we have the tech to run back her response one time, real quick? Because once you see it, you'll get it,
Okay.
and I'll break it down for you. This is
Mr. Little, may I
less
ask
than-
why this bill doesn't extend to private schools that receive voucher money?
Because they're not immune from suit. In fact, I've sued some of them.
The fuse is lit,
Okay, thanks.
and someone's about to get their ass whipped.
The person,
So,
the assistant.
this is like you're out to dinner at your mom's friend's house,
Yeah.
and your mom says something to you, and you're like, "Ah, shut up, Mom." And your mom's like, "Okay." Okay. And then you think she forgot about it.
Right.
This is what's wrong with them. She knew so little about the bill that her intern had to write her question for her. When you feel strongly about something, you don't have to read it.
Yeah.
And they read it on their phone. And again, it goes back to not reading very good. So she read her point that someone sent to her. And then when it got obliterated, all she could think about was going to find that sent that to her.
Somebody.
Somebody got their ass whipped that night.
Yeah.
You know it was, you done set me all the way up there and gave me this to say, and he just made me look stupid.